Damn.
I don't know. I should on here too.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, it's episode 180 back in the basement, man. My new co-host Omar, aka Billy, aka that dude, aka Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. We got a great show today lined up. Of course, we have to talk about the Pro Bowl. Shador Sanders, congratulations, making his first Pro Bowl. That should be definitely interesting. I'm interested to hear what these guys think about it, as well as you got your guys' thoughts, as well as we have to, of course, talk about. Excuse me. 10 questions this week, man. With the Super Bowl almost upon us, we're going to be talking about 20 of the top superstar young NFL players, and we're going to be comparing them and deciding which player will be the better player in the next 5 years, as well as we also have to talk about Derrick Rose getting his jersey retired, man. Stand up, man. Chicago kid, #1 overall pick. Should have been a Hall of Famer. Who knows? He still might be a Hall of Famer. We'll see. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I got faith. But anyway, some people think that yes, he should have got his jersey retired, but is it fair that he got his jersey retired before Dennis Rodman? And we're gonna be talking about much, much more, man. But before we get into any of that, I'm gonna let these brothers introduce themselves. Old Heads episode 180. Don't be dusty, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, old head. It's your man, Hendo G, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. the man that be smoking that stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And of course, if this is your first time checking us out, man, we start every episode with Hendo's Hot Take. Hendo, what's the hot take?
Man. Basically just disappointed in the NBA right now. There's a handful of teams right now that I am just disappointed with. The Bucks is up there. I think the Bulls panning out as a disappointment. I think Memphis is panning out as a disappointment. I got a handful of teams, but mainly these guys have assets and trades to make, but aren't pulling no fucking triggers on none of this shit. I'm so sick of both the Bulls and the Bucks being halfway around the corner. Shit, we can even put Memphis in there, but having these assets, man, let these niggas go. Ja don't want to play for y'all. Trade this motherfucker. Y'all went over the Ja Morant experience. It didn't fucking work. Y'all hold on to bad goods. You don't want to hoop. Y'all not winning. Y'all don't look good. Trade this motherfucker, get some assets, and go on with the rest of the year. Bulls, get some fucking weapons. We about mid-season every fucking year talking about what we gonna get, maybe looking at Ja Morant. This shit should have been looked at in the offseason. The Bucks. You knew you weren't going to put enough around Giannis to make a playoff run. Why the fuck sit around with this tomfoolery and act like this is a contention tag team? You should have made these fucking trades in the beginning of the summer. So Doc Rivers and all the other coaches had time to like put a game plan together and like, look, this is the run we're going to make. If we don't make it, hey, we going to tank. But there's too many fucking teams holding these niggas hostage. I would have said the same thing with Trae Young with the Hawks, but they let that motherfucker finally fucking go. Y'all have to play the piper. Y'all need to figure it out and let these men go. Y'all gonna wait till February, the last fucking day, and try to trade these motherfuckers and then go into the All-Star game and then act like you're gonna make a late playoff run. That's gonna be trash. You guys are dooming your franchise doing stupid shit. Stop holding on to stale goods. These players are amazing, but they're not working out for you. Let these motherfuckers go. Revamp some shit. The 76ers are once again stuck with a Paul George who's hurt. Now he's motherfuckers suspended for 25 games for fucking up the NBA substance policy. Now they calling this motherfucking Perk George. Perky George.
He ain't playoff P.
No, he Perk George. Now
you made me write down Perk. I was gonna write down Perk.
But the crazy thing is, there's been moves that should have been made regardless, wherever we make these moves to, whether it's to a Thunder team, whether it's to a Spur team, whether it's to a Knick team. These are all teams that are all talking about acquiring assets, but it's going to be in the middle of the fucking season, if not after, when we do this. Then you have to work on team chemistry, learn a whole nother play style, learn this man's chemistry. Why the fuck would you wait till the middle of the season to even entertain these thoughts when they should have been taken care of already? Should have made these moves. Y'all knew these rosters was. Once shit open up, shit wasn't going to be more available in the offseason than it is right now. Man, you should have made the fucking moves so you can go on with your franchise. Now you stuck in this, basketball purgatory where you're bound to be either 6th, 7th, or 9th seed now and barely make it in at the play-on tournament to even be relevant. Y'all gotta do better, man. Motherfuckers is watching y'all. Somebody do have to lose, and I get that's to spoil the game, but not like this. Y'all not even trying. Giannis is at an all-time disappointment. Ja don't even want to come to practice. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit's fucked up. Let these motherfuckers go. Let them go, man. Let them go.
That's Hendo's hot motherfucking take, man. I love it. Excuse me, let's keep it moving, man. Excuse me. Moving right along, man. Black fact of the week. Did you guys know, man? Of course, with the Super Bowl coming up, it got me to thinking, man. Man, who was the first brother to get Super Bowl MVP? And that is actually Franco Harris.
Oh, for real?
The first black person to win Super Bowl MVP in 1975.
He look a little Hawaiian.
No. He might be mixed, but yeah, Franco Harris, yeah, the first African American to win Super Bowl MVP. So shout out here from old heads to Franco Harris, man. First brother ever to win Super Bowl MVP, man, for the Steelers. I know you probably like to hear that schmut. That's one of the homies in the shop, man. I hope you watching. Right to sports entertainment news, man. A lot of people were really upset. Bill Belichick was not selected to the NFL Hall of Fame on his first ballot. Is this the most egregious Hall of Fame snub, or do you guys think it's a reflection of how he treated people in the media?
I feel like it's obviously a reflection on how he quote unquote treated people, which is weird as shit to me because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never, even with the TO shit, I never value, you know what I'm saying, your relationship to the motherfucking media, you know what I'm saying, as more important than your contribution on the field. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but at least they being fair about it. At least it just ain't a black thing. When they did that shit to motherfucking coach, I'm thinking to myself the whole time, no wonder they did that to T.O. because they knew they was getting ready to do this shit to a Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? They'd do it to any motherfucking body, apparently. I mean, at least they fair about the shit. That's all I could think of. Because we were pissed off about that T.O. shit. That shit didn't make no sense to us. And I'm not saying it should make sense, but it kind of makes sense now. They willing to say with the way if you on to Chicago, if you on to Cleveland, if you just cut motherfuckers off it, which is funny to me because I always thought Bill Belichick was funny for that shit as opposed to rude. He was just dry as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But same point in time, if it rubbed it the wrong way, I ain't saying they right, but at least they consistent. But they got this one wrong though.
Now, just to put it in context out there before you speak on it, Hendo, they did make a rule to where NFL players have to wait 5 years to get in. They changed that rule now to where a coach only has to wait 1 year. Do you think that plays some role where you look at, you say, yeah, Bill Belichick is great. He's arguably the greatest coach of his generation, of his era, right?
Yeah.
But is it fair that he gets in a year later before a guy like a Peyton Manning, before a guy like a Tom Brady, who arguably Bill Belichick doesn't have the success he doesn't have without Tom Brady? Do you think it's a possibility? I'm not saying it's fair, but do you think it's a possibility that some guys looked at it like, hey, you want to know what? I don't think it's fair that like these great players, and this is a players' league, as great as coach it is, being a Chicago Bear fan, we understand how big coach it is. We understand that. But as great as Ben Johnson is, Caleb's talent made a lot of those fucking throws that no one in the world could make, or very few players could make. So then this is a players' league. Do you think some guys looked at it as well? We're just going to hold off. He'll get in, but they only get 3 votes. I'm going to put in this great player who's waited maybe 5, or this is maybe his second time around, and I'm going to put Bill on the back burner. Do you think that's maybe how some of them looked at it, or do you think it was a lot of it played to us? It does sound like he does rub people the wrong way. Tom Brady said he played for him. He never went to dinner with him not one time. And he gives a very like, what can you do for me? You know what I'm saying? Attitude.
I just feel like it invalidates the Hall itself because, I mean, it's the Hall of Fame or the Hall of Good. I mean, because he is the best. He's the most winning coach to ever coach. There has to be some type of consideration for that. The same way I always say special consideration for Rob Warrior in the Hall of Fame. Well, we don't have to make as many arguments. There's not really a debate at all against why he should not be first ballot at getting into the Hall. We can try to drum up some stuff, but at the same time, it's like, nah, we basically know that he belongs there. If anybody else does, if there's any other coach, and as soon as possible, and if he just so happen to benefit from that new rule where he can get in earlier, then so be it, because that means less than it means more to not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. It means so much to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. These guys view it as having different rooms in the Hall of Fame, different seats at different tables. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody to be able to look at you and be like, okay, they only won one or two rings, said Bill Cowher, or somebody to be able to look at me like, hey, I'm in there. Or anybody else, well, I'm a first ballot, and look at you like you ain't whatever. You know, you kicked his ass this whole time. Is it invalidates it fucks with the credibility. You know what I'm saying? Of that shit, because when we can't make sense of some shit, then it's like, well, then we don't know how y'all judging the rest of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just starts, it's this cloud of doubt that lures over the motherfucking situation where it's like, we don't know how fair it is, whatever. They just put in who the fuck they want to put in. And it starts creating that thought process that they manufacturing with this silly shit. It ain't like we just, you know what I mean? It'd be invalid because we do that all the time. And we may have a case or two here and there. We had the case with fucking T.O. When you do this to this man, it's pretty obvious. It's like the Minnesota shit. If this shit would have happened to a minority, it's like, damn, that's one thing. When it's white folk, it's like, okay, this is very valid. This is a real threat now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
I like that. Wendell, how you feel about it?
I think there's so many coaches that really didn't get along with the media, so I can't really put the media in there because at the end of the day, the media doesn't play. We look at Greg Popovich; he was a media assassin, and he'll be in there probably first ballot when he's fucking done. I think the thing with Bill Belichick is that we know he's going to get in there. I don't think they really care about a first ballot as long as they just make it known. The thing with the Hall of Fame shit is every year it's going to be a very tight to close race because there's a lot of guys that we can really put in some situations and conversations on what they did on the field, off the field, and where they went as far as wins, losses, and stuff like this. The thing with Bill Belichick, I think the league kind of has a distaste for Bill because of his success and how he ran it. So I think they'll do some shit like what they'll do with like a lot of other guys. They'll take your time. They're not on the big rush. Well, okay, we know you won. We know you got some Super Bowls.
Do you think that cheating had anything to do with his Spygate?
I think
that plays a role.
I think it gets looked at. I think that's things that get under review. I think, it doesn't go unlooked when we talk about the legacy that he's put in.
I also think his record without Brady plays a role too.
I mean, we could say that, but that's cutting hairs. The thing I look at is what he did when he won, where he went,
right?
And not only that, but there was years that they only had one loss. They were fucking motherfuckers.
And then his dime defense, you know what I'm saying, is gonna help the Giants win. So with motherfucking Lawrence Taylor. So we have to remember his contribution as a whole, not even just the Patriots.
Right. Okay. So when it really comes down to it, I think he's just one of the guys that they're just going to take their time with. It's inevitable for him to be in there. He's going to be in there. We know that. They're not going to wait all these years to do it. He'll get in there when the roster, when they tell you the roster of the Hall of Famers, he's going to be one to slide in there. Yeah. Now, I do understand the 1 year wait compared to the 5 year wait. Hall of Fame players that we talk about, we don't forget those. Hall of Fame players, we know from seeing them what they do. They in the Hall of Fame status because we see it. Coaches, we don't get to see all the Hall of Fame shit that a coach does. Yeah. As far as building a team, inspiring a team, the locker room talks, we're just now getting a taste of that. So I say that to say this. Some coaches are easily forgettable.
Yeah.
When we talk about when Headz won his championship, and this is recent, that's why I bring this up, you're going to forget who the fuck the coach was. When we talk about how close Dan Marino's and all, when they took it and shit, you don't remember who the fuck that coach was. When you think about, some might, but when in the totality of things, when we're talking about to the new school guys and everything, they know the players, they don't know him. When we talk about who
They
was
literally
coaching,
used to call it the Patriot way, though.
True.
Who do you think installed that?
Him.
I mean, Tom Brady really enforced it with his lifestyle. It was more of a Tim Duncan, but it was really Coach Pop that created that culture.
Right, bro.
And it's the same way as Bill Belichick. He deserves just as much. Until Tom left, we always wondered who fan out, who was more important.
But see,
but to even have that debate definitely puts you in the Hall of Fame first.
But
ballot,
the coaching,
because you won 6 of them to make that
as a
debate.
player, it does, not as a coach. That's what I'm saying. As a
like
player,
as
a player,
you know how many coaches only.
But as a player, you'll get in there faster than the nigga who was coaching you to get the 6. Like I said, you remember Joe Montana, you probably don't remember who was fucking coaching.
Are you serious? The inventor of the West Coast offense?
Some don't. Some don't. Okay. Some don't. That's not every. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's not every. What I'm saying is sometimes we don't realize the coaches, or they're easily be forgotten sometimes. So for the 1 year span,
but we talking about the people that judge and put them in there.
No, I'm talking about for the 1 year. I'm talking about the 1 year to the 5 year joint, though. I'm talking about the 1 year to the 5.
People who judge and put that in there, they should know who
that sounds good. But everybody don't play that game like that. That's why I'm saying sometimes
know the impact of coaching.
Sometimes I feel that the coaches are easily forgettable from an outside point of view, not from a locker room.
It shouldn't be by the people who judge,
but they are. They are to a point that they know who in the building. They are to the point where they have to do it every year compared to a player who goes in every 5 years, who has to wait 5 years to go on there. That's what I'm saying. A coach is easily more forgettable.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, the players will we see.
Right. Do you think it's also a possibility that each voter only gets to pick 3 players out of a pool of I don't know how many?
Yeah, yeah.
Only gets picked 3 players.
It's like a pool of 20.
Do you think it's a possibility? Well, because we don't know. Do you think it's a possibility where enough people thought, well, Bill's a lock, I'm going to put in Marshall? Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. Bill is a lock. All right. He's not going to not make the Hall of Fame.
I feel like it may have been some whispering behind closed doors. I don't want to say any names. Bill Polian from the Indianapolis Colts, who so happened to lose to this nigga a whole bunch. And, and I believe
Robert Kraft also is going in too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a possibility thing where Robert Kraft didn't want to go in with Bill? I mean, because I think when he said
about that, that's a stretch.
Outside of Jerry, I don't know if many owners have more pull than Robert Kraft.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a stretch to be like, okay, well, I don't want to go in with this guy.
No, I'm just asking.
You know, I just think there's more.
I think they're just taking their time with Bill.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, like you said at the beginning of shit, man, he may have rubbed some people the wrong way, man, and this is where we are.
And that's why he's missing the first
ballot. It has to be that.
But that's why he'll miss the first ballot.
It has to be that. It's the same T.O. shit.
I say it could be, or it could be a thing.
No, it is.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Not only that, but the way you left, you went, you know what I'm saying? They didn't like all that. So, hey, we'll pass on the first ballot. We'll get these guys in here. We got you on the second or third. I'm just saying, he'll make it. But it ain't going to be this year.
He should have been in it now. He should definitely be the next.
I don't think everybody would want him in there. I think the guys that they have on that list, they've been kind of waiting for a minute. And that's what you come up to. There's a lot of guys who need to be Hall of Famers who've been kind of waiting on this list.
Before that.
But they don't like how he left. I get it.
I didn't see this shit coming. I think that's the tripped out part about it.
Me either.
Like, no matter how, you know what I'm saying? We just didn't see this coming.
But to be honest,
okay, we didn't know they disliked him this much.
They don't like what Bill was doing because they don't like
the now. You got the dirty little.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot pelling behind Bill.
A lot of people don't like, even in North Carolina, where coaches don't.
Yeah, they said he was hard to deal with. One and everything was needy. Was just.
So imagine how he was when he was
in correct.
Where he felt like
what? Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just funny though because
and people are people.
Yeah, but us at home, we just never knew it to be like that bad. We didn't know.
Oh, it was that bad.
I didn't notice. I didn't notice he was shitting on reporters or something. And,
you didn't see the interviews?
Well, I seen, hey man, we want to.
It was mocking niggas.
We're on.
It was terrible. At least Pop got to the point, just didn't want to talk to you. He was like fucking with motherfuckers. He was like playing mind games with niggas and shit.
Bro, they asked Julian Halleman. we've all
Yeah, he
seen
said he
Drew.
never talked to him for like a year or two or some years.
Bro, not only
before.
that, but they asked him, like, man, you ever do anything nice for you? He's like, he drafted me.
That should be nice enough. I mean,
Listen.
this is a business, man.
He's
This
running
ain't
a
all
business,
about,
bro.
you know what I'm
He's
saying?
running
Let
a
me take
business.
you out.
Yeah.
We're not here to be
52
friends.
niggas,
We're not
man.
here to be cordial.
Mhm.
It's like when you go to work, you don't like your supervisor, but you go in, you have a good day at work. That's what we talking about.
and that's cool.
You got a good supervisor he don't like, but you get your job done. He do his job. You ain't got to be cool. You ain't got to be court. You see each other in the lunchroom. You dap up. Hey, how you doing? Whatever. Go about the fucking way, nigga.
Cool.
Call the play, nigga.
Hey, speaking of coaches, man.
Yes.
Speaking of coaches,
really?
Rob Parker made a comment saying no black coaches will be hired with 10 NFL head coaching openings. Rob Parker, of course, of Fox Sports News. As of right now, no black head coaches have been hired for any of the coaching jobs. What do you think needs to happen, and should we abandon the Rooney Rule? Now, the Rooney Rule is that if a team has an NFL head coach, actually, I just checked. Excuse me, people. They have to, if an organization has a head coaching job, they have to at least interview 2 minority head coaches. Some people say it's kind of a slap in the face. It's like we're just bringing you in, even though we know we're going to hire this guy, but we have to do it. And it doesn't seem like it's making that big of a difference because you still don't see a plethora of black coaches being hired, or it does seem as if white coaches get a longer leash per se as far as coaches out. Everybody keeps talking about Kevin Stefanski being this great coach, being this, being that, because he has 2 the coach of the year awards. Twice. He won it twice.
Yeah.
But when you look at his record, I understand it's Cleveland.
Right.
I just don't see it. And then it's still the same guy that drafted Dylan Gabriel. And then I just don't see where he hasn't necessarily developed young quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's like the opposite of a Phil Jackson to me, where he's just not as good with people like that.
He could be
really commanding a room of adults.
Right, he could be. But we could see. We'll see. But how do you guys feel about the Rooney Rule?
I feel like you still need to keep it in place just to keep the defense honest. Because honestly, it's been a motherfucking couple times, man, where, and I can't remember the specific case, but the Rooney Rule definitely did not come into play. There still have been in recent times motherfuckers hiring new coaches without interviewing motherfucking minorities. I've seen it. I just can't remember when, because somebody, it was maybe about 3-4 years ago, somebody needed a coach, and the second they needed one, they hired their guy. There was no interviewing process at all, so you can't tell me they snuck in a black guy real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's happened more than likely. It's happening more than I even noticed. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, shit, why not just to be able to hold it over their head whenever we want to and shit? Like, you know what, motherfucker, y'all ain't interviewed a nigga in motherfucking 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day you may have to pull that card out. Hopefully not. You know, but same point in time, man. Shit, why not? Why just retract the rule?
As of 2026, the Cleveland Browns face scrutiny for potentially violating the Rooney Rule by not immediately fulfilling requirements to interview 2 external minority or female candidates for head coach GM positions. Other historical violations: the Detroit Lions in 2003, the Dallas Cowboys, and Miami Dolphins have faced penalties or scrutiny for ignoring or undermining the rule.
You could have fucked around and been Dallas, dumb.
Hendo, how you feel about the Rooney Rule?
I mean,
which was established in 2003.
I understand why, and I get it. It's to spread out a little bit because you never know when you can find your next best head coach. I say keep it in play because even sometimes if you don't find per se the head coach, you might be able to find somebody who is willing enough to fill in a staff position that could possibly help you push you over a running backs coach, a DB coach, an offensive lineman coach. These guys are kind of hard to find. So if a team is really honest on filling positions that they have gray areas in or getting better in areas, you need to outsource to certain people like this, and that's what's going to do it. If you look at the was not Eric Bellamy, it was Bellamy.
Benny.
Benny, perfect example. You know, This is a guy. I'm not going to. And this was the other issue I was going to bring up. In order for you to be put into a head coaching position, you got to have a history of doing some fucking coaching. And I don't know a lot of guys out here that can fill in this position because of the lack of the position, is what I would say. I look at a Brian Flores, who I think would be an amazing head coach. That's going to struggle for a little bit depending on his staff. And let's be honest. And I don't think a lot of people are willing to do some of these things because he's more defense. Same thing with like a Aaron Glenn. I personally see a lot more black defensive head coaches because all the defensive coaches I know are black that I've ever known. I just don't know too many offensive black coaches.
Yeah.
And if you're a team, and I don't want to put this on a race thing, but if you're a team, it looks like teams are going for the offensive white guy because I don't know too many offensively. I'm not saying there's no black offensive coordinators.
It's like a copycat league always heard. It's like almost monkey see, monkey do. Then Johnson works for us. Let's see if that'll work for you. But yeah, I can say this shit because I thought the question was probably different. Who the fuck did the Browns just hire as head coach? Who the fuck was that guy?
I forgot.
I'm not sure.
I do know
he's a fucking nobody. Is who the fuck he was the Ravens offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
What the fuck did the Ravens offense do? Wasn't that their fucking problem? That they couldn't call the right plays for the last 2 years in a row. These niggas want to run the ball when they was leaving.
Yep.
Yeah, the offense coordinator for the fucking Baltimore fucking Ravens is a head coach now. What type of sense does this make?
I don't know, but it was either that or what. Maybe look at what a Brian Flores for what be a defensive coach.
I would rather one of those black coaches.
But you're struggling on offense. So why would you get defense? I don't
feel like the guy that they just got.
The Browns' defense have been decent the last couple of years. So offense has been trash. That's what I'm saying.
But
so why would you
not gotten that?
I agree.
I don't know. Maybe it's going to be a little forced.
I agree.
Where you come to the Packers.
But I feel like some of this shit's like a Nagy situation. Like I don't know too many of these guys that we want to put in this position because they're just defense. I don't know too many. I think if
I got the answer.
If we want to fix this, I think we should give some more offensive coordinating jobs to some more black people. The head coach is a little hard to come in and bind when you have a limited experience, but when you're a Al Harris for like defense or Eric Bellin, you know what I'm saying? For them, they're working their positions now because once they're done with the defensive coordinators and shit like that, the head coach is next. But that's what I'm saying. Like you got to work in. We need more opportunity. We need more interviews for black offensive coordinators. That's what we need. I think going for a head coach right now.
I know for sure the talent pool is there for strong head coaches for blacks because we just good leaders of men.
That's a fact.
Now, offensive coordinator, as far as drawing up the plays and calling them, I feel like that's more of a skill set that just certain people may have, and I'm not sure if I can relegate that to just.
But we need more of that though, because you're not telling me there's not no.
I just feel like
good black offensive coordinators out here putting some shit together.
I just feel like the best talented coaches should go on the team the same way the best talented players should fit a team. You should get the best OC as possible, the best coaches possible, the best DC as possible, and hope they all work harmoniously.
But the reason the Rooney Rule is in place even is because owners are not giving black guys the job at the head fucking coach. But I don't think sometimes it's because they don't like black people as they're looking at the experience because all the black head coaches I've ever seen have been all fucking defense. Lovie Smith, defense. Tomlin, defense. Dungy. Dungy's known for his offense or defense? Defense. Every single one of I know. Right, he can play both, but every single one of them known have been predominantly just amazing at the defensive calling sometimes. And I think when we look at a lot of teams right now who are struggling offensively, it's kind of hard to go with a defensive head coach because now you're leading into the same shit that you just got done sinking. That's what I'm thinking. I want more black head coaches. I love seeing that shit.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
But like Fam from the Texans is the best looking option we got right now because he over there running the fuck out them guys. And if you want somebody to lead you, that is a great fucking example because he's doing it, but they're getting wins.
Yeah, my bad.
But you feel me though. That's what I'm saying. But he came up the same way though. He had to kind of grind a little bit hard until he got to that spot. And I feel like we got some coming up. We have more coming up. We're just not seeing it as of like this year. In the next 3 years, I guarantee you we'll have some more black head coaches. I guarantee you.
We'll see. I hope so, man. I want to see the best coaches, man. Not necessarily black or white. It's the best coaches.
No, but because we have some dogs coming up right now who just need that shot. And I'm still thinking Aaron Glenn could still possibly be a good coach, but you have to give that man some weapons and a fucking staff. Don't come out here and give this man motherfucking some crumbs and expect him to make a fucking pound of bread.
You're keeping solid next year with the Titans.
Yeah, they're gonna be good. That should be good. Yeah, you got Dayball as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They're gonna be good.
They just picked dog up.
And that quarterback turned out to be kind of okay too.
Yeah,
rookie. So
yeah, Cam Ward.
Yeah,
I love Cam Ward. Bro.
That's a baller. He
started out as a 0-star recruit. Worked his way. He a worker, bro. Worked his way to number 1 overall. Gotta switch things up a little bit, man. Got to talk about D Rose, man. Chicago kid, stand up. Got his jersey retired in Chicago, but some people are questioning whether or not he shouldn't have gotten his jersey retired before Dennis Rodman. Fair or foul? How y'all feel about it? Also, how y'all feel about that too, man? Hit that like button, subscribe button, don't be dusty.
Dennis Rodman getting his jersey retired as a Chicago Bull?
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking not. Man, go retire that shit somewhere else, man. Go retire that shit in Detroit first or something. He got time for the Bulls. Fuck that. D Rose is the youngest MVP ever. And he from Chicago.
Okay.
And everybody know what the fuck he mean in Chicago. It ain't nothing wrong with that shit at all.
Okay.
Like for real. And Dennis Rodman out here showing his ass half the time. Maybe motherfuckers would be honoring him, but they don't know how the fuck he finna show up to the ceremony.
So
that shit matters.
The Bulls dress.
Huh?
In the Bulls dress.
You see what I'm saying?
No,
cocaine.
Shit, man, come on, man. This nigga Rose meant more to the city than Rodman did, man. It was like, Rodman was a part of the big 3. You know what I'm saying? If it would just been Rodman there and Rodman was out there doing, yeah, we talk about Rodman like that. But you was the back end of the big 3, nigga. You was the third, nigga.
It was just Rodman.
Mike got his motherfucker. Scotty got a little headpiece. Boy, you was the back end. You'll eventually get up there, but we know what it was. D Rose was a centerpiece for a hot 8, about 5, 6 years.
It was the team. And the team wasn't shit before him.
Like 3 years.
Man, listen, it felt that long. That's how it was with D Rose, bro. Just because of what he meant to the city, the moments, how he got down, home kid, got drafted by his home team. Like, come on, bro. He meant the most to that city, man. And everybody know that shit, man. Having that up there, that was one for the city, man. You put a D Rose and shit, man, you might not even get the whole team to show up, nigga. Horace Grant might be there or some shit. Scotty might come out there. Mike ain't gonna show up. He gonna send a clip. That's what be pissing me off. Mike, bring your black ass to the fucking thing, man. You could have showed up. I'm sick of your ass acting like you too important and shit. And you over here doing all this F1 racing and shit. You just sending clips. Hey, D Rose, appreciate it. Hey, man, we're going. Hey, next time I come up here to look to see my jersey, I'm gonna see your jersey. Get yourself some of that. It be pissing me off. Might be pissing me off sometimes. Hey, appreciate it, man. But at the end of the day,
we'll see you later on.
Hey, good luck. Best wishes on your night. Have fun. Like, bro, bring your black ass up. But I feel him though, because if Mike would have showed up, that would have took the moment away from D Rose.
On some real shit.
So I do get it though. But
maybe.
No,
it might be busy though, man. Mike got shit
the fuck out of here, man. We knew a nigga.
Mike may not be anywhere near the city that you're talking about right now.
Millie, how long do we know about the retirement? We could have got tickets to this motherfucker, correct? Nigga, he knew about this motherfucker.
Michael Jordan has engagements penciled in for the next year, nigga. 2027 right now.
Like I said,
that's type of schedule
this was a big moment for the city. I don't know why motherfuckers be outraged and shit like that. I get it, because Rodman was on the back end of the big 3. It wasn't like we were putting Luol Deng or Noah's jersey up there. This was D Rose. He was our MVP. We haven't had an MVP in a long ass time.
That's nasty work.
No, it's not. It's the truth. It's the fucking truth.
It's not.
It's the truth. He was the back end of the big 3.
I think he's the big part.
Should we put Horace Grant up there too? Should we put Horace Grant up there too?
Said back here.
Well, Dennis was way greater than Horace Grant.
Horace Grant.
I'm not saying he wasn't,
at the
but
same
D Rose was an
Dennis's
MVP.
loyalty was to Detroit. That nigga won 2 days. He was a bad boy. Us bringing him in was taboo with us. That's true. But us even bringing him in was taboo with us. He deserves to be here
Derrick
also.
Rose
But if we saying
played
first,
at 3
what was the
great
question?
years.
What was the question?
Who should got it? No, the question was
First.
Derrick Rose got his jersey retired. But some question whether he should have got it before Dennis Rodman.
Which means first.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely deserved it first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You say preserved before Robin?
Nigga, hell yeah.
Okay.
Robin
No,
wasn't
no.
the MVP.
Listen, this is the only reason. B.I. said it. We had a struggle to get you to come here to even play. He was running off, dressing up, doing all these antics. Rose just meant more to the city.
Yeah, he just did.
A lot of people feel like he was a
You go
Spur,
ask-
a
go
bad
ask
boy,
him.
whatever shit. Even though they didn't, you know what I'm saying? He won the most with us, and I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. But D
But if you
Rose
go ask
just
the people in Chicago,
D
they gonna
Rose
say
just
D
meant
Rose
more
like
to
D
the
Rose
city,
more than
nigga.
Dennis
I
Rodman.
think
He just meant more to the city.
I think there's revisionist history, man. I think people forget how much.
No, Dennis Rodman
meant
was
to
a
the city.
dog. I'm not
No,
saying
when I
that,
meant,
bro.
when he meant to the city, like people forget, like how everyone clamored by the TV, thinking like we want to see who Dennis Rodman's going to marry, and then he hops up out the limo.
For white
I
dress and blonde hair,
vividly
I watched
remember
that
having
shit
the
too,
Dennis
man.
Rodman cups from McDonald's when he poured.
I had the shoes.
the hair color change. Like Dennis Rodman, they had the mural of him. Right, it wasn't Scottie Pippen, it wasn't Horace Grant, it wasn't Bob Love. It was Michael Jordan,
Dennis
Rodman, and
Why are you
Ryan
smiling like
Sandberg.
that, then? You know you're saying some bullshit.
I'm
You know the impact of
bullshit.
Dennis Rodman is nowhere near the impact of D Rose in Chicago.
I'm not saying that. We're not talking about impact. I'm just simply saying getting that jersey retired first.
Yeah.
I'm just simply saying a guy who was at arguably one of the best defensive players when he played with the Bulls, right? Arguably, you can't say arguably the best rebounder, but arguably the best defensive players in the league when he played with the Bulls.
Best
He won
rebounder.
3 rings. I said that, but I'm talking for a defensive player. He was arguably the best defensive player in the league, or definitely one of them in the league.
Okay, we get
It's debatable. When he won the 3 championships, he got 3 championships with Chicago. I don't know if we necessarily win those championships without Dennis Rodman. Derrick Rose.
Except we did already with Horace Grant.
We did. Right. We did. But Dennis Rodman played a big role in us winning those championships. That's like the same thing with Draymond Green. I'm saying Dennis Rodman's better, but you can't sit here and say that Golden State necessarily win those rings without Draymond having those big moments. Now, with that being said, Derrick Rose, phenomenal player. He was arguably the best player in the league. We're talking about LeBron James. But he really only did it for 3 years with Chicago.
What, be MVP?
He was MVP
because it
1
took
year.
Dennis Rodman
but was in the running
to never win.
But I'm just simply saying, I think it's more about what you value. If you look at a guy who, Dennis Rodman never won MVP, but he was an intricate part in bringing 3 championships to our organization, compared to a guy who, yes, he was the youngest MVP. He's must-see TV, but he only did it for 3 seasons. I don't have a problem with somebody saying the guy that brought us 3 rings should get it over the guy who, yes, he was a phenomenal player. Was he a better player than Rodman?
Okay.
Yes.
Let me ask you this.
He didn't bring us. He was a part of the reason he got the ring.
What's more important to remember? Hanging a jersey up, the importance of that is to remember this person.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's more important to remember D Rose than it is to remember Dennis Rodman with the way this nigga's prancing around planet Earth still now.
That's what we do.
Dennis Rodman is an alien that needs to be stopped.
That's the difference. I guess when I think of somebody hanging a jersey up, it's yes, they were a phenomenal player, but it's also what they did for the organization.
But it's what they did for the city, though, too. Because at the end of the day,
to remember this person. It can be for a lot of reasons. You say accolades, you say a lot, but I feel like in its barest essence is to remember this person. I'm not trying to remember this.
How about this? How about this? When you look at, say, a Michael Jordan and a Derrick Rose, who do you think means more to the city of Chicago? Michael Jordan or Derrick Rose?
Michael Jordan.
Well, it's not even a debate. It's Mike.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah,
Mike was a part of all the winning history that brought the Bulls the dominance of where
we had no winning history before.
There was nothing before Mike.
And then there's nothing after him that's going to be as monumental.
The thing about D Rose, was D Rose what
They
we
couldn't even
looked at,
interview Bob Love. He had a stuttering problem.
we looked at D Rose like he was the next. We looked
But
at
they
him like he
didn't
was the
even
next
talk to him. We
coming to
weren't
Mike.
he, our most famous guy wasn't famous.
This is why I'm saying that Dennis Rodman couldn't be in this situation, because when we looked at D Rose, we felt like he was the next coming at Mike. So we was viewing him like we had viewed Mike. You know, Mike was the,
and we look at him like he's the kid from
At the
Simeon
time.
who's out here
at the
doing
time
it.
though.
Another one of these guys from Simeon, but this might be the best Simeon guy ever. You know, it's like him and Benji and Nick Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Like we wondering, like, you know, he's clearly better than Nick Anderson.
But then I put it to a number perspective too. When United States or United Center is struggling to get money because the Bulls ain't doing the best, they had to have these nights. Now, if we was to throw a Dennis Rodman night, ain't nobody gonna be really showing up because Mike ain't gonna be there. Pippen might be there. Who else? That's what I'm saying. You understand this? When we do this, when
you team
this ain't
hop like that
too. No. It's not. No, listen. It's not gonna be what you think it is. But the night they threw for D Rose, they got all the team there. They had the whole team there, nigga. No, I'm just saying for this night for D Rose, they had the whole team there, nigga.
Yeah.
Luau Day, everybody was there. Everybody was there. Noah, everybody was there.
This is what I'm saying. When it comes down to remembering somebody,
That's
it's
what I'm doubling back on.
You can create, yeah. Because like, dog, who wants to really come see Dennis like this? No offense, bro.
Thank you.
You only want to know what version of this nigga you finna get on whatever night it is, bro.
I don't care.
It comes to selling tickets. Do you understand that? That D Rose thing,
That was
he was going to go to, that shit
was a
sold out.
moment.
That was sold out.
We bring Dennis here, they gonna start bringing up the time when we had the Slovenian whatever, and Joe was in the building.
Madonna gonna have the first 3 rows.
No, I'm trying to tell you, dog, this is gonna get wild. Okay.
Nah, like I said, man.
This nigga's
Mike and Mike before that, Mike ran the city. Mike was the biggest influence. You know why Mike was the biggest influence in the city? Because he was the biggest influence in the NBA. There was nobody. There was 3 Mikes. There's 3 Mikes that you'll ever know: Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, and Mike Tyson. And the only 3 Mikes you'll never know.
Michael Jordan was the
largest Mikes.
Not true.
Michael Jordan is.
You can go to China and say any one of them. They know who the fuck they is.
Michael Jordan, I think, is the top 3 athlete of all time.
Out of here.
Huh? Michael Jordan is the top 3 athlete of all time. Yeah. I give Muhammad Ali number 1, but Mike gotta be up there. You know what I'm saying? We talking about at the height of Mike shit too. Yeah. And no offense to Dennis, but he was never an MVP of that league, so it's not comparable because he's not from Chicago and he didn't reach the highest high of the NBA as far as individual accolade. You know what I'm saying? D Rose did that. You know what I'm saying? He missed so much as far as hoping and dreaming, and every kid in the city seeing we all love basketball and rap. So to see a motherfucker make it from fucking Simeon and be an MVP of the NBA while LeBron James is playing and dunking on LeBron and them and shit, that looked pretty fucking amazing to a lot of kids. And a lot of people who aspire to, you know, participate in those games. So yeah, Dennis Rodman never inspired the youth of Chicago to do any goddamn thing.
Except for rebound. And dressing dresses.
Yeah, that nigga's a
D Rose never the best player in the league, though.
MVP says otherwise.
Yeah, if you go by numbers.
That's exactly what they go by. Every year. That's exactly what they go by.
No, not that year. Otherwise, they would have given it to LeBron.
Well, he didn't get it that
year.
Yeah,
real talk. If you look at numbers, LeBron had better numbers.
He did, but
far better numbers.
D Rose was just
whenever somebody say that, whether it's Michael Jordan and Karl Malone getting or whatever the case may be, go back and look at Karl Malone's numbers that year though, and look at where his team would be without him. And that's exactly what D Rose did, because that team without D Rose is not in first place in the Eastern Conference.
We seen it. We seen what that team looked like.
Yeah, because it's Salmon's after this shit.
I think he's good, but I don't think he's a Hall of Famer like LeBron.
Well, you know who is Steph Curry.
Somebody who is a Hall of Famer.
Steph Curry beat that nigga a whole bunch of times.
Being sidelined for weeks as he played his last game in Milwaukee. And why do you think we're hearing about a bunch of big names being traded, but none of it is happening? Giannis played his last game. Why we hearing all about these big names being traded?
Because these niggas is clowns. These niggas is ass clowns, man. First of all, I keep saying this shit, man. Yes, Giannis has played his last game because this nigga come out here and get hurt. Niggas bad goods. We already seen what happened to Paul George, Perk George. We done lasted too long. He popped off and shit again, nigga. Now I'm disappointed, man. But he traded Bay too. He need to get on another team to fuck off. He planning on winning because the 76ers is not going to do it for you. Them niggas need to trade Embiid. They need to trade Maxey. They need to trade everybody. I know, but they not going to win with him. They not going to win. He good. They not going to win. This is 76ers we talking about. But yes, this is weak, man. Ben, let this motherfucker go, man. Let this nigga go. Like they said on Homicide, give us him free. Let this nigga go on and be great somewhere the fuck else, man. Why is you kidnapping this nigga in this contract? They had this nigga so sad, Giannis couldn't even cheer him up. Giannis sitting in the bench. Giannis had to lift his hand up, put his own hand in and dap him up. That's how sad he is, bro. He don't even want to dap little bro. It ain't good no more. When you don't want to, remember how they was dancing and shit, doing all the little African dances and shit, dapping? They ain't doing none of that shit. That shit dead, nigga.
This is what happens when the business side of this game kick in. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen to everybody when you get down for a moment. You pick yourself back up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the only problem with the Bucks is they're trying to get back something that's as valuable as losing Giannis. Because what they know that a lot of people don't say is, and I say all the fucking time is, don't nobody want to play no goddamn Milwaukee. Don't nobody want to play no goddamn Chicago. Motherfucking Detroit. Nigga, it's cold. It's cold. You got, think about it, you got gang culture. You got robbing and stealing culture. It's freezing in the bitch out this motherfucker. I'm just saying, like, people don't want to, and they're not winning organizations. Motherfuckers don't want to come. If they come, they're not going to stay. Now, if you're a big name star, you don't take these markets seriously. And motherfuckers never really have. Motherfuckers, if they going to lose, they rather go lose in Atlanta, lose in Miami, lose in LA. Motherfuckers want to lose and have a good life. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to lose and be stuck in a house and shit with these same walls and shit. And feeling
Why you think the Jazz ain't never good?
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Motherfuckers don't want to go there. You trade me there, nigga, fuck around and quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're not terrible. They just don't never, you ain't never seen them be a threat in the playoffs and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not a major threat. Even if they get have a good season and shit, it's like, yeah, they gonna lose in the first round.
Nigga, I'm back. That's all. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit weird, man. But yeah, Giannis definitely played his last game. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he should not come back and play another game with the Bucks.
They should have figured that out in the offseason.
They really should have.
That made no sense.
Why do you think so many top players like Ja, Giannis, players, these big names aren't getting traded, even though we're hearing rumors that they should be?
Because then it started getting hard to move motherfuckers, because as a franchise, you want to get something back that's comparable. So you don't want even a good name if that name ain't going to stay. You want motherfuckers who going to want to be here and be part of this culture. You know what I'm saying? Even if they are expendable to us. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you wait till a nigga get thirsty, though.
Yeah.
If a team knows somebody gets injured, they're a guard away, like per se, like the Rockets, a guard away, nigga, you'll give top dollar. You'll give top pick for that shit. And some people wait for that pressure moment and it bursts and it blow up in their face. That's the problem. But the biggest thing is nobody wants to look stupid like the motherfucking the GM for the motherfucking Dallas Mavericks and shit when he traded Luka away. Nobody wants to trade that motherfucker away and get back dirt and look stupid, because that shit can cost you a job. It's bigger than them. Yeah, if you fumble the mismanagement of this Giannis trade, your ass could be looking for a job in a couple months, nigga. Let's be honest. They will let your ass go. They will fire your ass. We just seen how the dude for the Vikings got fired and shit because he mishandled that Sam Darnold / motherfucking JJ McCarthy deal, and they fired the fuck out of him over that shit. They fired Nico. They fired Nico Collins when he fumbled that shit. I'm just saying,
it's stupid.
But to them, it made sense because of dollar, get back, whatever. However, they made it look at it. It never made sense to us. Yeah, but that's the thing, because nobody wants to be that person, though.
We've never seen JJ play.
Right, I agree with all this.
I wanted to know what the fuck was going on. Like, what the fuck are y'all seeing? Like, why would y'all do that shit?
But see, nobody wants to look like that. So therefore, pulling off these trades has to be a mastermind. You have to catch a catch for a catch. This can't be a foolish trade. And you have to catch a team so desperate to have to give up things and maybe work on some shit for next year, because if a team has to let 2 or 3 pieces go to acquire somebody of a Giannis or a Ja, they're not winning this year. They're going to compete, but the real competition starts next year and the year after. Let's be honest. So you have to catch a team on the verge of coming back. Indiana, think about it, they get their pieces back next year. They're not really so far. They kind of compete, but they could make some moves because if they got a Giannis or a Ja Morant, oh my God, that does numbers for them. Then they know what the pieces they need to pick up.
Shit, they should be straight in the draft.
But what kills me, this is what kills me right now though. The Bucks are in a very decent position if they make the right move. Because Miles, they still have Miles Turner, who can be a very good center we need. He can hit the three, but he can be the number, the min man. He can't put up no Giannis numbers, but he can get to a solid 30 or 25 if you fucking need it. He's definitely a double-double. Miles Turner, he played for Indiana.
Yeah, you're not 30.
No, he's not 30, but he can get to a double-double. Yeah. He can get to a double-double. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Enough to be serviceable, enough for what you want out your big man. And they still got Kyle Kuzma and a couple little young pieces that they can work with. They need some shooters in the guard. So for them getting like a Ja Morant and maybe that Edie nigga, you know what I'm saying? That would make sense for them maybe. You know what I'm saying? They're just not. We got to find out a common level because they fucking up, man. They have to be very precise with how they do this. Even if they were to make some moves with the Clippers. And I thought about this. If they let their big man and maybe like a Kawhi who's kind of on and off, who doesn't play a lot, they play more games. They play more games without Kawhi than they do with
No one's going to want to come play in Milwaukee.
It don't matter. This is a trade, nigga.
It's a problem.
This ain't just a trade. Ain't nobody wants this. It's a trade. Where you lose what they said. They just what they want to get moved.
That's a big fucking problem.
Because they want a lot for that.
Because you would need somebody who would want to be here. You damn near got to draft and you damn near got to let Giannis go for a lot of picks and serviceable guys. Like start building the team around some guys you looking at to get. That's, you know what I'm saying, that you can maybe start, you know what I mean? Because you need to start something from the ground up when you're an organization like that. And no one who's in the league already living a better life wants to come live in motherfucking Milwaukee.
The only team that really makes sense is the Lakers because they can give up AK-47, Kinnett, and Hachimura. Because think about it, it's past. think post LeBron. Think LeBron don't get it. That's Luka.
I'm just thinking of niggas who will stay.
Right, Luka.
You know,
Giannis. Luka. Giannis. You can let Ayton fucking walk and build around them too. You have Luka and Giannis. They grab the ball. They do what they do. They're ball dominant. What they do, you get some pieces. You work around them. You don't need much. I'm sorry, you don't need much. You could draft some niggas and be okay.
I don't think the Lakers even got picks like that.
No, they give up for bodies. Yeah, AK-47 is a stud, my nigga.
You would need
Austin Reeves, stud.
Yeah, you would
Hachimura,
with that.
Stud.
You would need some picks with that.
Yeah, give it what the fuck you got.
Maybe get a third team.
Give it what the fuck you got.
Get a third team in here.
Maybe
need some picks. If you the Bucks,
and then trade Ayton to another team and get their pick over here. That's what you do. You trade Ayton.
I'm gonna want one of them top 5 to 7 picks.
Trade Ayton. Trade Ayton big ass to the Pistons and figure it out from there. Let them get a real big man behind Stewart, whatever shit like that. A big man that can be rather big
kid. Great big man and Jalen Durant.
Back bench. I'm thinking that he be in and out, bro. I need hype for hype. I like his aggressiveness, but I need hype for hype because sometimes when dude get in foul trouble, you want a nigga like Ayton to come in. I think depth. I would make that trade because you're getting a quality piece because he knows how to play. He's been in a championship position. Even though he got his ass busted, he knows what it is. He's a veteran dude. I'm getting veterans over there to work with him, making him a deeper roster. I'm just go get a big man, though. Get a big man. Anybody can go get him.
Will work with this. They could definitely use a 3-point shooting big man. The Vujacic from the Bulls would be a real good fit with the Pistons.
Yeah,
he'd be amazing. Yeah, he'd be amazing.
He helps space the fucking floor for Cade and everything. And he's got a hard work attitude.
Whatchamacallit be a good pick for them too. Red Velvet, who we got. Kevin
Herter.
Oh yeah.
He's a rocket.
Need a shooter like
he's
that.
a rocket, bro. I was happy when we got him, dog.
That's when the Hawks were good. When they had Horter and they had Boggs. When those two shooters were on the side of Trae Young, they was fucking motherfuckers.
Shit, that's when the Kings were good too. When they had them, shit, the Kings. That's how we got them.
Yeah,
they was firing off over there.
Them niggas had Halliburton and Fox.
But they just broke that. That's on them. That's goofball material.
Speaking about goofball material, some people were highly upset that Shedeur Sanders was picked to play in the Pro Bowl despite not having Pro Bowl numbers. Name 3 things the NFL can do to restore some respect to the Pro Bowl game.
You got me.
Number 1 for me, I said for one, make it after the Super Bowl so players playing in the Super Bowl can actually play.
I ain't gonna lie, that's my number one. That's my number one. That's where they fucked up.
So if you
I want to see the actual number 1 and number 2 picks. What ended up happening is the number 1 and number 2 picks can't play because they're in the fucking Super Bowl. So we get the 3, the 4s, and the 5s. Yeah. So a whole bunch of niggas that possibly shouldn't have fucking made it makes it. I'm so sick of that shit, man.
What you say, Bill?
I don't have any. I'm just going with y'all, please.
Oh, go ahead. It's on you.
Okay.
Because honestly, and I'll tell you why. It's because football don't fly football to me without tackling. You know what I'm saying? So I like all the contest and shit. But as far as, oh shit, Chicago Hells. Is that us?
Yeah. Hells,
okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it was
trash ass niggas 23-10.
What motherfucking game is this? I know it's when LB hit that shot, nigga. Nigga, we went crazy, nigga. That nigga hit that shot. Oh, goddamn. But shit, nah, man. A football game without hitting just don't feel right. Now I want to see my main players getting hit and hurt for next year. So it seemed like an oxymoron. I'm conflicted. So it's like, shit, I don't fucking know. I don't know how to improve this shit. I know how to improve, like, the overall, if you want to make it call like an event, like how we talking about bringing the games back and shit to like make it more of a weekend affair, you know what I'm saying? More shit to look at than just a game. That could be cool.
Okay. How you feel? Hendo number 2.
And that's me not having the answer.
Number 2, man. Shit. Make it play for something, man. You know, we sit here in NBA in order to juice up the NBA. They play for a cup now. Juice this up a little bit. Have to put some money on the line. You know what I'm saying? Put something like the team gets a couple hundred. At least these motherfuckers will have something to play for. When you put some money and a dollar value on something, people tend to take shit a little bit more serious. That's what I'm saying. I ain't asking motherfuckers to get clothesline, but at the same time, I want you to run this route and not be jogging halfway through. And I want you, if you faster this motherfucker, cut through this motherfucker. Do something serious. You know what I'm saying? Play with a little passion. Because when I used to watch that motherfucking shit, niggas used to sometimes for real get tackled. Motherfuckers was really running past the motherfucker, taking off on niggas and shit. That's the best of the best. That's when I enjoyed doing it. I told you he dog was faster to do. I'm sorry. I mean, I want to see competition, bro. I don't want to see no niggas giggling on the sideline, drinking Gatorade and Goose. Some niggas over there giggling. They get the grills in. They got the big chains and shit on. They talking to an interviewer as they running the touchdown type shit. I don't want to see that other shit, man. Compete.
Okay. I think for me, you have to make certain numbers in order to be a Pro Bowl. Meaning there has to be a certain criteria. If you want to make the Pro Bowl, be considered a Pro Bowler, you have to have at least 3,500 yards. You have to have at least 20 touchdowns. I think that way it eliminates players who a lot of people feel like shouldn't be Pro Bowlers. They're not even eligible to make the Pro Bowler. Not even eligible to make the Pro Bowl. No different, I think, in the NBA where you have to play a certain amount of games. I think there should be certain milestones you should have to make in order to be considered a Pro Bowler, in my opinion.
Yeah, man.
Shedeur Sanders' numbers for this year. He played 7 games.
All right.
56.6% completion percentage, 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
Number 1 rookie jersey sales for the year.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, all right, when we talk about nobody wants to see sometimes certain cats doing this. And I'm sorry, like when we talking about nobody wants to come out here and see Matt Stafford come out here for his 46th fucking year and throw this bitch out here. Nobody comes out here and see motherfucking Baker Mayfield do it. No, they want to see Shedeur Sanders. They want to see Caleb Williams. They want to see Shedeur. And this is why I'm saying this is why I'm not really upset.
But like, they ain't really just with just that hype shit because that sounds like
that's what it is.
Bronny James shit.
But at the same time, it's kind of hard for a struggling event. And let's be honest. Let's be honest. The Pro Bowl is a struggling event. It has been for a while. Not a lot of people take that shit serious, even watch it anymore. So it's a struggling event. So you're trying to tell me they're not going to ride off the hype sales of another man's jersey sales of what he sold out and the rally behind that? That's exactly what the fuck they're going to do. And that's exactly why he made the Pro Bowl. It's not because of his numbers and his accolades for the year. It's because he's selling jerseys and people want to see him fucking play. And at the end of the fucking day, no matter what pick he was, motherfuckers are rooting for the underdog regardless of the platform he's on. And that's what the fuck he's on. So yes, now people are probably going to watch it a little bit more because people are. And I guarantee you, instead of not watching it, Deion Sanders and his family going to be watching. I guarantee you, if his son was not in it, he wouldn't be watching that shit. He could probably give a fuck less. They'd probably be out doing whatever the fuck they do. But now they're going to be watching that shit. If not, buy a box booth seat there because they got that shit. You know what I'm saying? And be there in Honolulu with them in the box seats. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why he's there. Let's be honest.
Yeah, if he wants to, he'll be there. If he can be.
No, he will be if he.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the truth of it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people rally behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they really do.
What's your number one answer? Help improve the Pro Bowl?
No, the help improve the motherfucking Pro Bowls, man. Shit, just like you said, man, let the motherfucking accolades speak for itself. I think we let a lot of people slide into the criteria and shit that, you know, I don't even take it serious. When I used to look on the back of the card when I was young and a motherfucker said that they had 8 Pro Bowl appearances, that really fucking meant something because that means that motherfucker was a standout out of 24 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Now it don't mirror it.
You know what I mean?
Now the Pro Bowl seems like a participant award that everybody gotta get. Like, everybody can make that motherfucker, dog. You can get 6 good blocks and make it. You average 12 good blocks a game, boy. Shit.
I feel like it waters it down. I think
it's very watered down.
Making a popularity contest.
Yeah. For that reason, right there, dog.
I think for me, the number one thing we could do is make it a 7-on-7 type thing. But what it would be is make it division play. So make it an all-day event to where it'll be 7-on-7, but it'll be the top 7 offensive players in the NFC North. Against the top 7 NFL players in the NFC West. Against the top, it would be vice versa. The top 7 NFL players in the NFC North against the top
best players out the division.
Best players out the division. Mm-hmm. And it'd be a 7-on-7 type thing. And then at the end, then at 7 o'clock, tournament style. Mm-hmm. Then at 7 o'clock p.m. will be the final. Like, it'll be the NFC North and led by Caleb Williams and such, and Amon-Ra St. Brown against the NFC West, led by Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Jeffries.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. If you want to bring, I think players will take more pride in that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Chop it up, don't make it as big. Cut it up a little bit.
We the number one division. I think that'll give players. You know what I'm saying?
Be a little bit more pride.
Division status flowing a little bit more.
Yeah,
but that's what I think. I think that'll be dope. Yeah, but number 2 for me, second segment, man. Time flying. With Giannis on the verge of getting traded, despite being rumored for the past few years now, name 5 trades that didn't happen but would have loved to see happen in NBA history. I'll kick it off at number 5 for me, plain and simple. I think it was probably on everybody's list. Chris Paul to the Lakers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, that would be my number 5.
I would have loved to see him that. I've
Chris
never
Paul to the
seen
Lakers.
Kobe get a chance to play with a definitely not a Hall of Fame point guard, but not even play with an all-star point guard.
At the time where he was still dominant at the position, I felt like Steve Nash got to play.
All of them niggas.
Steve Nash got to play with Kobe, but by then Steve Nash was so fucking old, man. It just wasn't the same. If you would have had to got him 3-4 years before, but if you would have caught Chris Paul right then in that prime area like that, like mind you, that's right before Dog went over to the Clippers and had that tangent on the Clippers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is right before that. And Dog went and had a tangent. If it wasn't for injury, they might have shown out a little better, to be honest with you. But you know how that goes, and I think that it does deserve everybody number 5. Let me play one time,
number 4 for me, Kobe Bryant not getting traded to LA and stayed in Chicago and stayed in Charlotte. Me personally, being a huge Larry Johnson fan, I was ecstatic. I remember watching that draft, like, oh man, for the team of Kobe Bryant with Larry Johnson, it's gonna be crazy. And man, what could have been if Kobe Bryant would have stayed in Charlotte and Larry Johnson not get healthy, we could very well be talking about, instead of Shaq and Kobe, we would talk about Larry Johnson and Kobe Bryant arguably being the greatest duo of all time.
That's
Bills, what you got number 4?
I had Kobe too, man, but I got Kobe staying in LA and not going to the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
Only because, you know, it's the Bulls. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not because we had some great dynasty and nothing going on or we was about to win for sure, but, you know, it's just the thought of him saying, Chicago, motherfucker, trade me. I get up out of here and I'll go to Chicago. What? Why did he mention us? You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, is it really a possibility? No. We all know the end of that story, though.
It would have been great, man.
Yeah.
And who you got number 4? NBA trade in history that you would like to see that did not.
I guess mine's a combo trade, man. Shit, Melo to the Bulls.
Yeah, we waited years for that.
Melo to the Bulls was going to be a real thing, bro. That shit pissed me off, dog. That was supposed to be a real thing. I was down there about to go make me a jersey.
That's crazy. Say make me a jersey.
My mama should have had my number on it, Melo on it.
Damn.
At number 3, for me, it would have to be a KG to Lakers for Bynum and Odom in 07. That was something that was supposed to happen, and it didn't happen.
Yep, I heard about that too.
Yep.
Damn, I want to say some other shit.
That would have been fun to see him and Bean play together.
Shit.
2 psychos like that. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
That would have been fun, man.
That would have been good to watch, and that's another ring.
Yeah, that's definitely another ring. That's definitely another ring.
Fact. Shit, it's too many. I already had too many on my list.
Oh wow.
Man, you just made me want to say some other shit, but I'm gonna say Trae Young to the Knicks, man. Because I've been wanting Trae Young to get traded for a long time.
You have.
Man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't going nowhere. He's wasting all of these playoff performances on a team that's historically losers. Like perennially, they lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a waste, man. He's a big stage guy. It was too many moments where he's hitting motherfucking big shots in the playoffs, nigga, going to half court and celebrating and doing whatever. Like, he's wasting that shit in Atlanta. And I hate to say that because I love Atlanta.
He in Washington.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But come on, man. That shit don't count. We talking about to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks, baby. He built for that. He kicked their ass out the motherfucking playoff. I mean, I was saying that a long time ago because this before Brunson, you know what I'm saying, was doing this thing now. I was like, man, they could use Trae Young, you know what I'm saying, to run that show or whatever. They were a defensive-minded team. They needed an offensive guy and a guy who could set other people up. You know what I mean? And I thought he was a good fit, but, you know, I even thought to the Lakers for a second. I've been wanting to trade this nigga. It's been too many situations where it's perfect for him. You know what I'm saying? Before they got Luka in LA, I was thinking LeBron James don't need to be handling that ball. Somebody else needs to be setting up pick and roll.
Yeah.
Play defense around Trae Young, man. You can win. On the real, he built for the moment. But shit, basically trade you can fucking with. Except the fucking the Wizards. That shit don't make sense at all.
Man.
Nobody can win with the Wizards.
No one's gonna win with the Wizards.
That's so bad, bro. That's so bad over there. Kobe to the Bulls, man. I'm not gonna lie. Before he re-signed with the Lakers and shit and got that deal that he wanted, finally pricked out with Jeannie Buss, there was that talk about him going to the Bulls and just trying to make that little run. I think D Rose was over there still running. It was actually gonna be a decent little look if he would have got there on the time that he was supposed to, you know, because they would have literally it'd been like him and D Rose. You're not telling me shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that would have been fun.
That would have been fun to watch. That would have been fun to watch.
And number 2 for me, it was actually, it's a trade I didn't know about. I did some research. Charles Barkley to the Lakers.
Yeah.
For James Worthy and Eldon Campbell.
Ooh.
So you put Magic with Barkley.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we saw what Charles Barkley did with Kevin Johnson. So I think you put Magic with this is young Charles Barkley. This is Charles Barkley before he goes to the Suns.
Right.
Which is prime Charles Barkley.
Right.
We're talking top 20, top 25 play all time type. Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
I think that would.
I know what Charles Barkley is. Straight up.
Number 2, Bills.
Number 2, Shit, man. I'm gonna say Kawhi should have went to the Lakers.
Yeah.
He should have went to the Lakers with LeBron. On the real, that whole Percocet George shit, and motherfucking with the Clippers, man. Fuck all of that shit. It all blew up in his face any motherfucking way. Pause. Should have just went to the Lakers with LeBron.
Yeah. I totally agree.
On the real.
Hendo.
Before the Lakers deal, LeBron looked at the Clippers. LeBron could have had a little situation where he could have went to the Clippers. They was going to invest a little bit of money into him. So if I was LeBron, given what their team was right now compared to when I'm looking at that Laker team, looks like the Clippers could have put a little bit more situation around you. Now, if you take Kawhi off that team and put LeBron on me, I think that's a more dangerous looking Clipper team. That's a team full of but that's a team full of guys that you know that can move a little bit. They move that ball
over there.
That's
I don't think it works as hard. Does it work well out not having the ball in his hand?
But you don't know how LeBron's going to feel because right now LeBron's more on that facilitating role, so he's looking for that.
That's what I'm saying.
So as of right now, I think that does work because he has guys that right now LeBron. His problem is niggas ain't shooting the ball and making it. He needs niggas like that. If you put him on a veteran team, which we've never seen like that, last time we've seen that it was never. I mean, I guess we want to put Kawhi or might be a Kyrie or Love on that list. You know what I'm saying? Some veterans, Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put it at that, he won with that team. You give him a couple pieces like that, I think he win with that Clipper team. I think he should have went to that Clipper team, man. I'm sorry. I think the Clippers could have put a little bit more around him. Even though he did get a ring, I think he gets several rings over there with that Clipper team.
I'd say the Lakers are the Lakers, though.
Yeah,
it's like going to a little brother franchise. And shit.
It is, but they would have did so much for him, and you got the money to put around him. Shit, that's the part of the reason. Shit.
Bron and Wade, for me, number one trade that didn't happen. Bron and Wade going to Chicago to team up with Rose, Dang, and Noah.
Yeah, that was that combo one I was talking about.
Okay.
That was gonna be mine.
Okay, damn.
Yeah, that was actually supposed to happen, but D Rose, it did happen with D Rose. Basically, didn't reach out. He basically wouldn't say kiss their ass, but he was pretty much like, if they want to come here, they can come here. Right. But I'm not gonna reach out. And he wasn't with the whole like super team. Like, if it did happen, cool. But he wasn't necessarily didn't want to be a part of it.
That would have been ugly. I don't know. That would have been the swindle of a lifetime. What the fuck?
Yeah, you could have arguably said, well, which team is better, that MJ Pippen Robin team or that LeBron, D Rose, Wade team?
You could really make that argument.
Yeah, then you got a Luau Dang in there, you got a Noah. I mean, that's just unfair.
Yeah, with a Tom Thibodeau defense.
Yeah, with a Tom Thibodeau defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, D Rose out for the season. Fuck, that sucks. I guess we have to go with D Wade. Dang.
This might work out still.
This might still work out.
Bench like that.
Man.
What number we on?
Number one.
Number one, I got Melo not going to the Heat, man. If it would have been Melo, D Wade, and LeBron, I think they get at least one ring too. They'd have fuck around and got that first ring, maybe all three rings. You know what I'm saying? Or fucking four. That's right, because he was there for 4 years. They lost the first year and the last year because LeBron failed them in the fourth quarter of every fucking finals game against the Dallas Mavericks the first year. And then the last year, Coach Popovich let this motherfucker shoot mid-range jump shots, and he was so hesitant, it made him look horrible. Those 2 motherfucking years, and they won the 2 years in between then. You know what I'm saying? But like Melo don't fold in that fourth quarter. Melo would, so I don't know what that Dallas series looked like. Maybe Melo is the best player in that motherfucking series. You know what I'm saying? I know Coach Popovich ain't giving no mid-range jump shot to Melo.
When they play USA ball, Melo outplays.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And on the biggest moment, the biggest stage, Melo is that nigga taking those shots and making them. Mm-hmm. And we all seen that. Mm-hmm. No offense to LeBron, but Melo is that nigga like that. So, yeah, when it come down to it, if Melo then just watch this nigga.
Yeah, he's also just a better shot creator.
Yeah. And you mean to tell me if you playing a Dallas series in the finals and Melo was watching this nigga just melt in fourth quarters for the third game in a row, you think Melo ain't finna think, let me get the ball? Melo was gonna think, let me get the
And
ball.
LeBron, you're not gonna have to come there. LeBron's gonna defer anyway.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's
Not
that
because
moment
he
is
can't,
built.
not because he can't make big shots, but because he's crazy.
That moment is
he's an
just built for
all-time
him.
leading scorer. But he's naturally a passer.
That's what he wanted to do.
Who you talking about?
LeBron.
LeBron? Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That's why I said he
he's
worked with
naturally a
Clippers.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Hendo, who you got? Number one.
Man, inevitably, the Lakers not pulling that deal with Trae Young. Trae Young should be a Laker right now.
Yeah.
They should be talking about a victory.
Yeah.
It should be
I mean,
Trae Young,
No, they
Luka,
did
and
the right
LeBron.
thing.
Well, they ended up.
I'm
getting
sorry.
rid of Luka, but at the time, though, Luka wasn't available.
True,
And
but
Trae Young was.
Yeah, but I still think they still pulled the trigger on that. I'm sorry. I think
That's what I'm
one of
saying.
the
I feel like they
biggest-
should have got that.
one of the
too.
biggest things the Lakers haven't had in a very long time is a true point guard, and that's just a fact. That's not even speculation. That's an all fact.
I really like Smush Parker.
They missed out on
That's
so
just
many
me.
guys. They missed out on De'Aaron Fox. They got the wrong ball in Lonzo. They should have got Melo if they could have. Motherfucker, they definitely should have got Trae Young. All of these guys would have fit the mold of an LA point guard, a Laker point guard.
He said of a LA point guard.
Man, it's
That's real
showtime.
shit. Yeah.
Because
Real
you
talk.
got to be good, but
so many point
it's
guards
a
came
show.
out of Cali, bro. So many good point guards out of Cali. You can't even name them all. Fucking Baron Davis, fucking Jason Kidd, Gary Payne. So many fucking good point guards out of fucking Cali. You forget Lonzo Ball was top player in the country coming out of high school, man.
Yeah, on the real. Melo was up there too.
Yeah, Melo was up there too.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many guys. This guys I'm forgetting about. Hook Mitchell, that a lot of people say was better than all them guys playing street ball, man. So, man, we got some hoopers, man. Paul Pierce out of Cali, a Ford. But anyway, all in all, man, 10 questions this week. 10 questions this week, man. It's gonna be a good one. I like to hear y'all answers out there as well, man. But all in all, I'm going to name 20 young NFL superstar players. So this is going to be in 5 years. You tell me which player will be the best player in 5 years. I'm looking at they should be right smack in the middle of their prime or just entering. It should be right smack in the middle of their prime or a year or two into their prime in 5 years. So we'll kick it off, man. It's a good one, man. Interested to hear y'all answers. At number 10, Derek Stingley Jr. versus Trent McDuffie. Cornerbacks.
I'm gonna go with McDuffie on that one.
Derek Stingley, a monster.
He is, but
I don't know these
McDuffie's
guys well
nice.
enough to, you know what I'm saying?
I like McDuffie more.
Mm.
When I've watched dog play and shit, he's just a more standout for me.
I'm going to go with y'all level of expertise here. Mine is very low here.
Okay.
I don't know these guys.
Okay. Who would you say?
McDuffie.
You said McDuffie. Okay. I'm going to say Stingley just because we playing with. If D'Amico is still there, defensive minded head coach, one of the best young head coaches, I'm going to say Stingley, but McDuffie is definitely a fucking problem. At number 9, Bo Nix versus C.J. Stroud.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
I'm about to go with Bo Nix. He is a better coach. As much as he has a coach that's more
Ooh.
He has a coach that's more tuned on getting development out of him. I don't know if this coach is going to develop the more out of CJ. He's kind of going off with
CJ had the best rookie season before Jaden Daniels.
and I get
all
that. He
time.
also had a different coach.
CJ just looked like he shouldn't be the man anymore.
He had a different coach at that time.
Wow. Okay.
No. I'm just saying.
This is what other people said.
Bo Nix,
Okay.
he's going to look better because the whole team is going to look better. Is what I'm saying. Like I like what the Texans are doing right now. Don't get it wrong. I just think Sean Payton works very well with Bo Nix and what he's doing right now because he's an offensive-minded guy.
People are
That's what I
very
think.
down on CJ Stroud, like right now as we speak.
They are.
His last
He just haven't
His
had.
offensive line is also atrocious.
It is, and they had some
And he
injuries
don't
across
move.
the board though.
He's still throw one of the prettiest balls in football.
But he also had some
He-
really bad throws in
reminded me
that
a lot of
playoff
I-
game,
I
and he made
just
some really poor
don't know.
decisions at last. I watched that shit
Word
because
on
I
the
had
street
bets on that
is-
shit. That last playoff game was not a good look for him. It just
Trying to
was.
tell
It was
you.
really bad. A bad playoff game can leave that though. But a bad playoff game can leave fans like that though. That's what I'm saying. You can only go off your last game. I've seen Jimmy Garoppolo go the same difference. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. I seen him had a bad playoff game and bounce back the season after. I'm not saying he not, but CJ Garoppolo's had better success than CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud might be the better player, but Jimmy's had more success. He's more wins. That's just what it comes down to. Yeah. Sorry, it's just because he's played longer. It's a fact.
Yes, that's nasty work.
No, but I think it's going to be Bo Nix, though. Bo Nix is a guy who's willing to sacrifice everything to develop him. I don't know if the Texans have that right now.
Okay. At number 8, Puka Nacua versus Justin Jefferson.
Puka.
I gotta go Puka, man.
Puka's always going to have a better quarterback than Justin Jefferson.
I think so, too. Because I think that coach wants a good quarterback. That coach keeps proving that he'll do whatever it takes to get the quarterback that he wants. So, like,
that's all I'm saying.
He's successful with Jared Goff.
I'm just saying, like, if it's one thing the Rams is going to struggle with, it's not going to be a QB. All right.
I think
if it's one thing the Vikings are going to struggle with, it's finding a QB. Yeah. It's not a receiver. It's not a running back. It's not defense. It's always a QB. When they have a good QB, they always do good.
Yeah, I think that's a fact. I feel like McVay is clever enough to get, even if you don't have a great guy like Matthew Stafford,
McVay can get Justin Fields next year and make him work. That's how he could. McVay can make people work because he devises a system. He's an offensive guy.
I hear your point, but he ain't gonna be throwing that ball all over the field.
No. But he'll look better than he's ever looked. I guarantee you that it's the best version we'll see.
Yeah, that's a fact.
On the verge of maybe getting better because he has that behind him.
I mean,
where over there, O'Connell's good, but he's not coaching up the wide receiver court. Jefferson's just good, but Puka doesn't have to worry about it because he just goes and gets it. Jefferson. If he can't get that ball, his numbers dwindle. We've seen that.
Yeah, it's Puka.
He still got 1,000 yards this year.
He did. A struggling 1,000 yards. Where Puka was in the playoffs. Yeah, there's a difference.
Justin likes to get 15.
Puka was in the NFC Championship.
That's what I'm saying. That's not his fault.
Yeah, that's true.
It ain't.
Yeah, but that's what we saying. It's going to be
right.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault. And his quarterback is going to be sus. But Puka going to have the better.
So Puka going to probably be
because he's not going to struggle about for the quarterback. That's all.
At number 7,
that matters.
Rome Odunze versus Marvin Harrison Jr.
Shit's going to be wrong. Because Marvin Harrison Jr. once again don't have nobody that's going to throw to him. They looking for a QB right now. We not looking for one. Rome gonna have consistent years, man. He was just hurt.
I gotta go Rome.
Rome gonna be more consistent.
Yeah, I love Marvin Harrison Jr.
He's a great athlete, awesome receiver, but he on a team that's not built for making him better.
Yeah.
Okay. At number 6, Colston Loveland versus Brock Bowers.
Oh, yeah. They can't get it right with the Raiders though. With their quarterback position
Brock
again, it's like
he did, but Geno also put up numbers for the most interceptions, and they didn't win games. We talk about it, and then Colston over here winning, making motherfucking.
Loveland might be the favorite target though of our quarterback, who's
Brock Bowers the most targeted though. That's the thing about Brock; he's the most targeted tight end in the NFL.
Okay,
or I think the second. So he's in like one of the top 3 most targeted, bro. But like that, he's the most clutch receiver if anything breaks down. The thing is, we're talking about a guy who's clutch to a guy who has big plays every other play. That's what we're talking about. Colston Loveland's the type of guy who can catch, break off motherfucking 50-yard run after that. We watched that this year. And he can catch. The thing about Brock Bowers, he's like consistently consistent, nigga. You can constantly hit this nigga, he can get it. The thing about this is they're going to be struggling at the wide or at the QB position, like they've been struggling. And if they're in a position where they have to move from Geno, all right, they're either doing one of 2 things. That means they're drafting a quarterback.
They get a number 1 overall pick. They get Mendoza.
Okay, but that means you're drafting. Okay, hear me. But you're drafting a quarterback, which takes a little time to develop because your line isn't amazing. Not only that, but you're going to have a new coaching staff because there's probably going to be a new head coach in there. I'm saying there's going to be a development curve. You have to get him ready for that. So therefore, he can dunk and dive all at once. That doesn't make Brock Bauer have a better year coming for us. And that's going to be 2 years of that until he can develop it. Caleb is developing now. He's ready to win now. Bears are on runs now. Colston Loveland will be utilized at a consistent rate. I'm just saying.
I think
we're making him make the layups. Is what I'm saying. Next year he makes the layups.
I think we're
that he's missing.
Too much emphasis on who's throwing the ball and this and that.
Because you have to receive the ball to get in the yard.
But that doesn't necessarily make you the better player.
If you don't get the catches to get the yards, it does make you. You have to get the receptions from the quarterback. If your quarterback can't get you the yards, your yards diminish. That's what I'm saying. So with the struggle is that struggle is behind the players. You can be a consistent player, you can develop, but if you're not getting the ball, it hurts everybody. That's what I'm saying. And I think Colston Loveland will be getting the ball in a more effective use because Caleb was missing layups. And once he makes the layups that he's missing, he's more effective. That's what I'm saying. So we're looking off numbers now towards numbers next year, right? That's the more developed. I'm going to go Colston Loveland because he's going to be getting utilized more.
I don't know because Brock Bowers is number one overall. He's the number one target. He was with Gino. That's what I'm saying. But that was also with Gino. Now they have a different quarterback coming in, and your utilization might go down because of the development of that, where you have a different quarterback. Does matter in this position because it matters with everybody's numbers, especially when we talk about wide receivers. Running backs a little different. Tight ends are a little different per se there too because they block, go out. But we're talking about development and guys getting better. Yeah, I'm going to go Colston Loveland. Sorry. Brock Bowers is an amazing tight end. I'm not taking, but I think because we're going to see Colston Loveland in the playoffs and shit. We're not going to see Brock Bowers there for another 2-3 years. I don't know. We'll see, man. Bill, so you got Loveland, Bowers.
I've been swayed. I'm going Bowers now. The frequency in which this dude get targets, seem like it may outweigh.
No matter who the quarterback is. Which is what.
But we're not just talking about a move on the quarterback. It's the coach too. Pete Carroll's the head coach. He's gone, and the quarterback's gone. All I'm saying is there's a huge curve here.
But no, I get what you're saying. But both years, he's 20. He came to the league at 22, Pro Bowler, 23 this year. Actually, last year he's a Pro Bowler and first Pro and All Pro as a rookie. He's made a Pro Bowl both years with not very good quarterbacks. He had over 1,000 yards last year. And then this year, he only had 5 tutties last year. He has 7 this year.
And we're talking about going forward, right?
And he played.
We're talking about going forward. Right. We're talking about in the future. We're not talking about like what happened last year or the year before. We're talking about what's going to happen like 2026 and 2027, right? Right. And we're talking about the development of it, right?
Right.
So we're talking about a guy who's already done a whole host of stuff whose development could possibly come down, where a young guy whose development we haven't seen the peak of could be overshadow that. That's what I'm saying, Colston Loveland.
Right. That don't make any sense because what I'm looking at is my point is that we've seen him be a Pro Bowler and an All Pro with having Gino and O'Connell as quarterbacks. Now he turned around and you get the number 1 overall pick, who a lot of people are comparing Mendoza to an Andrew Luck type player, playing in a dome. I'm saying to myself, if this guy's been an All Pro as a rookie and he's been a Pro Bowler with Geno Smith and Aiden O'Connell, and he turns around and he gets an Andrew Luck type quarterback, yes.
Okay.
I'm looking at he could absolutely be better.
And what I'm looking at is a guy who's probably going to struggle in his first year coming into the NFL with an inexperience because they don't know who they got fucking coach right now, and it's going to go up and down. We're talking about comparisons. We're not talking about what's been done. There's guys right now who have things that has been done already that's working on getting better. Like the ceiling for Colston Loveland, we don't know. We don't know who's going to come in for this guy. I'm not saying that, but having an inexperienced rookie quarterback coming in, it could be devastating to those numbers.
That's what I said in 5 years.
It could be okay, but what I'm saying is that I think Colston Loveland with a more experienced quarterback would do a little bit better.
Okay. Number 5, Jamar Gibbs versus Bijan Robinson.
Oh, Bijan. Yeah, Bijan. Yeah, he's just all around. He's too strong and he's too fast. That nigga be gliding. And then Gibbs got to share time. Unless Montgomery gonna leave. I heard maybe
he's already gone.
Is he?
I think he on his way out.
But that's the thing because they haven't been having to use him as much.
Right.
He was a ball.
Yeah. He dope. He definitely dope. And honestly, with the system that he in, I feel like if Montgomery is gone, Gibbs should be more productive because of the way that they style of play and their familiarity with the plays they run and all of that shit, and how fucked up the whole Falcons organization is. You know what I'm saying? They just habitual fuck ups. But like same point in time though, the talent is what it is. And we talking about who just better. Yeah, man, I'm going Bijan, man. He a better talent than me.
5 years, who's a better player? Bijan Robinson, Jameer Gibbs.
Gibbs still got fresh knees. Since he had to split all them times and stuff, he's still a premier thing. Bijan Robinson still does what he does. I get it, but I don't think the Falcons have the system over there going forward.
Because Alvin Kamara.
Facts. I just don't think the Falcons have going on a system that's going to be winning for a little bit, so they might struggle, and that's going to be reflective of on the how Bijan gets off, because if he doesn't know what's going on, who the QB or what they got going on, it's going to reflect bad on him. The thing about Gibbs is Gibbs going to be over here running, get plenty of yards. He has a system that's very friendly to how his style of play is, and it works. As soon as Montgomery leaves, he's going to be the main guy, and he still has fresh legs. The great thing about that, he still has a rookie contract, I believe. He has another fresh little leg, another year or two maybe on that contract, still fresh knees, and you know what this guy can do? Come on, man. This guy's wheels, bro. Bijan is kind of struggling over there because the Falcons are struggling. The Lions aren't per se really struggling. They had a bad year, but they're not struggling. Let's keep it real.
Ball.
He is. That's what I mean. But the organization struggles will reflect on you. Kind of like
Detroit is on the way down though.
But let's keep it up.
Say that I do.
Kind of like the Vikings when they had AP. Their organization was struggling. AP was keeping that whole team afloat running. And that's kind of what Bijan's doing over there. He's the premier unit. But the thing about it is the Lions aren't struggling. They had a bad year. So therefore, their wins and their use of how they use Gibbs looks way better. It just looks less struggle-like.
Number 4, Jared Verse versus Will Anderson Jr.
I think Verse. Does winning the championship matter? Because I feel like they may win the championship. And although his contribution may not be as much as the other guy, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, him winning the ring can outweigh that almost. You know how like it's been like power forwards went the best power forward in the game, but they don't want to win the ring, like Horace Grant over Charles Barkley
type shit. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? But does the ring matter if you won 3 and Charles ain't win none? Yeah. And you beat him in the head-to-head.
So who we saying here?
I'm going Verse.
Verse?
Yeah.
Verse, okay. Jared Verse or Will Anderson Jr. Who would be the better?
Will Anderson Jr. Will Anderson Jr.'s tenacity get to that damn quarterback right now currently is killing what Verse is putting up. Yeah. I watched Verse struggle on some things, and it's kind of hard to be in the shadow of Aaron Donald, and I get that. But Will Anderson Jr. will be way better with the weapons.
Yeah, that defense is actually good this whole year.
Not even the front fucking four. Yeah. Now, we're not even going to talk about everybody on the back end. The front fucking
they were good all year.
When you need to control the line of scrimmage, that nigga is a dog. And I don't think I've seen Verse quite demand. He gets double teamed, but Will Anderson Jr. right now demands an immediate double team. He's a disruptor right now, and Verse is just not there right now. He's working on there, but him in the next coming year, he's going to be a Pro Bowler for the rest of his career probably. He's a dog. He's a fucking dog.
At number 3, JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigma versus Malik Neighbors. Who will be the better wide receiver in 5 years?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, man, that's a good one.
I already got my answer.
Who you got?
Oh, man.
JSN. Man. Just because I think they're going to lock in Darnold there, and I think right now what we're going to have to look at Dog coming back from an injury. Both of the motherfuckers have to work throughout some things. I don't know if it's going to be there for a little bit. He will be a great player, but I think JSN right now, he just has the advantage because they have a set quarterback. They're still going. He'll fuck around, win a ring. That's going to boost the shit up. He's going to be great, and I think he's going to be a number 1 target for a while. He just has an offense that utilizes him a little bit more at the current moment. And I don't know if the Giants are going to be utilizing him with Scatterbo coming back and everybody else. I think that takes away from his uses, especially the other guy they had stepping up this year. The other wide receiver, I
Yeah,
forget
they
his
did have
name.
another wide receiver stepping up, but I feel like they're gonna do nothing but make them both better.
I can understand that, but I think
Malik
I think
Neighbors is a monster.
But what I'm saying is like, I think Dark still has a little bit of chemistry. Like, for instance, you can have a dog on your team, but I got chemistry with you. I just think it's going to be a little bit, especially him coming back from the injury. So right now, compared to a guy who's right now currently on a Super
he got
Bowl
a jump
run.
on them already with them numbers. He was killing this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a big jump, though, and I think he's not going to come down from this, is what I'm saying. He's going to continue to get better. Where I'm seeing a guy who kind of has to like do a little bit more to compete with him right now because he's going to a Super Bowl, and I think he's going to do nothing but get better as long as he has Sam Darnold over there. They have if they win something, if they fuck around and win this, we have chemistry, my nigga. Like
on the real,
it breaks a lot. Chemistry and.
I think this is, first of all, I need to say this is a setup question. You did it again. This is why I hate some of these goddamn questions. I hate the Wednesday or whatever day of the week you do this shit on, because there's always going to be one question that's almost unanswerable.
No, it's not.
This is definitely like on the verge, if not
I already know
of
who
those
this nigga
questions.
I read his notes.
This is, you can't go wrong. You can pick either one. There's no wrong answer to this question, and that's the trick about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the trick. You can ain't neither one of them answers wrong.
You tricky ass
punches. Ain't neither. You can say either name. You know what I'm saying?
Say either name.
Jackson had an amazing year.
It's BU. We don't call him BI no more. It's BU. Hey, be undecided.
Come on now.
BU. Be undecided.
Number two.
I'm going Malik Neighbors then, nigga.
Neighbors? Okay.
I'm going Malik Neighbors.
Who you pick?
I'm not picking.
I don't be you.
Number two.
That's
number two.
Exactly what I said.
Omar Minaj.
Who's the best player?
Omar Minaj over here.
Drake May.
Ooh.
Drake May.
Jaden Daniels or Drake May.
Who's the better player?
Player in 5 years.
In 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if Jaden Daniels coming back after the injuries, and I feel like it might be more injuries.
I get it, and you know what?
Just be injuries.
And I feel that though. You know what? I do feel that. Only way I feel that though, and I'm gonna give you a great example of why I feel that, because of play style. The play style that Jaden Daniels is accustomed to doing, you cannot really be a sustainable doing that, and you have to protect yourself a little bit. Otherwise, you wouldn't sustain some of the injuries you've already kind of gone through. Where I think right now, Drake May, right? Mm-hmm. Drake May's play style, as far as staying in that pocket and utilizing what they got, is less injury prone. He just plays good ball over. Like Vrabel has put together a great system over there. I think he's going to really get the best out of Drake May at this time, man. I'm sorry. I don't know if Dan Campbell, but what's his name? Quinn. I don't know if Quinn and them, especially if they let the offensive coordinator go for the Commanders, the one I won for the head coach of the Bears.
Yeah,
Kingsbury. They released him. I don't know who's going to be helping in the development of Jaden Daniel going forward, where I feel like we're not worried about that really so much with Drake May right now. We see the development for hand. This nigga's going to a Super Bowl. Like the progression is there because you weren't looking this good earlier. Now you've kind of stepped up all the way to the maximum version of you. That's where I kind of see where injuries will always, I think, kind of hamper what Jaden Daniel has going on.
I like that.
Yeah, man.
Number one, man. Final question, man. Which one of these superstars be the better player in 5 years? Justin Herbert versus Caleb Williams?
It's Caleb Williams. It's definitely Caleb Williams. I fuck with Herbert.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? But this is not a hard decision at all. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up because Herbert is older, so he had to jump out there, but his team ain't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't coming together. You know what I'm saying? They got a great coach as far as culture, but it's not the greatest coach, in my opinion, as far as quarterback development and offensive play calling. You know what I'm saying? And and they actually lack a little bit of talent too. They got hurt in a lot of areas this year. But
they had a lot of injuries on.
But it's like style of play.
You can't win. You can't be the successful version of you. Yeah, you can't be a successful version of you.
Right. Yeah, and all of that matters too. But I feel like their style of play is a problem. When you don't get a Ferrari, you know what I'm saying, to go to speed limit, to drive slow. Like if you got Herbert, you utilize that in his prime. You know what I'm saying? So you develop that. You know what I'm saying? We have a culture as far as plays, we call it. We gonna figure out the perfect plays that we want to call that we feel like we can win with, and you give us your favorite ones.
It was the
and
whole
those are
fucking
ones
team,
we
my
stick
nigga.
with,
They lit up everywhere. The reason the offense is trash because the defense is fucking weak. That's to be honest with it. Defense wasn't doing. You got all these niggas you paying over there and shit. The defense ain't doing what
their defense was actually
decent. It was decent.
It's gonna come together even better.
When we talk about decent, and I say this, there's something about being consistent and inconsistent. They were good at certain moments, but when they gave up them big plays every fucking time, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, because they want to. What they really want to do is just control the line of scrimmage.
Fifth to ninth.
But gave up all these big plays. We see the big plays they were giving up constantly.
But I see what they're trying to do, and they can get.
That's what I'm saying. You know, but in order to do that, you got to get a little younger though.
They just don't like. They don't want to have explosive plays on the offense, and that's what's going.
Yeah, that's what they're too conservative on that offense.
Low scores and shit. I understand the way Harbaugh want to play when the line of scrimmage on offense and defense, but that creates a very slow game, and it's good to be able to do that. But if you also have this fucking Ferrari, man, you gotta drive it faster than that. You gotta open this bitch up.
They need an OC over there. They need an OC over there.
You know what I'm saying? You can flip up them plays a little bit more, man. Give you a chance to, you know what I'm saying, play better defense because you actually winning the game.
You see what they're doing for Dan Quinn. That's all I'm saying.
You got Caleb?
I got Caleb, man. The upside on this guy, actually, he gets the thing about Herbert right now is we're kind of used to seeing him in a little bit, even with better coaching right now, that I think in the more consistent coaching, if it's more conservative a little bit, I think we expected just more out of Herbert. That we didn't see the expectation, or we knew the expectation for Caleb. We didn't expect to see it so soon. And to see that and to know what he can have the potential to do, and if he makes the right looks at the right time with the layups, what we said, that's the difference maker. We're watching Herbert make the layups, but he's just not really taking the three-pointers no more, not being consistent with him. When we're watching Caleb, we're hitting half-court shots, three-point shots, game buzzers, all types of shit.
So remind me so much of John Elway. It's ridiculous.
It's just crazy the type of talent that you can see. Where I feel like, you know,
the missings of certain throws.
Seem like there's certain things, and it's off because you don't know how hard you're throwing it and how to make it connect. When you get that little bit of timing down, when you get the run of the reps and shit a little bit more, because what it is Caleb throws so fucking hard, it throws the timing off a little bit. When you're expecting to throw it, he gets excited and whips that bitch and it throws it off by just a second. And if you see them passes, they miss them hands by just a second. Yeah. And if he doesn't trust if a receiver's coming close enough or a defender, he'll sell it on you on purpose. He'll sell it on you, let you know, whip it right by your head going 100 miles an hour.
I'm trying to tell you.
47.5, 56.3, 54%, 55%, 54%, 55%, 53%, 58%, 53%, 55%, 63%, 62, 58, 61, 55, 59. For a career, 56.9%. That's John Elway completion percentage.
I'm trying to tell you, because John was missing the shit out of some motherfuckers, especially young.
He's arguably. I mean, I don't think it's arguably. I think he's arguably a top 5 quarterback. Definitely top 10 all time.
Oh yeah.
So I think you want to keep that in context. His greatest year that he had, being completion percentage was.
But he just had a knack for motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, winning
62%.
Like, he was a comeback kid, and now Caleb seems like if he keep going on this path, I can give him that name. I can say that about him, like, comfortably. Like, I'm not so comfortable saying it just yet because he's young, but I've seen it so much this year where he got the name already. We gave John a name after one drive. It was called the drive, but he got that name after that. I mean, you know, he had like 30-something when I looked up fourth quarter comebacks back then. This is way before he ever won a title. You know what I'm saying? But like, so he was coming back, but like, it's certain dudes just got it. And other dudes, they be trying to make it seem like they got it. They don't. No offense to Baker Mayfield. No offense to Johnny Football. No offense to Tebow. The motherfuckers, they try to, in the fourth quarter, he turns it on. No, this guy's turning it on. Look at the tape.
Right.
He did that shit more than Tebow did one season than Tebow did his whole fucking career. Like,
Yeah,
let's stop
right.
making up narratives about motherfuckers and just watch the tape. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna see who is who and what's what. Just look at who is doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The eye test is pretty important to me still. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care about the numbers. I care about,
But
you know what I'm saying?
once again, I always put this in the narrative. Caleb Williams has a head coach that is so derived on the development of Caleb Williams that he will not let him fail. Where, Harbaugh and what Herbert got on, I don't know if Herbert wants it as much as Harbaugh might want it. They're not quite on that page of that
Yeah,
you
they're not in
inspired me
sync
type
because
shit. Right.
Harbaugh's not an offensive guy he's not brilliant with X and O's drawing up plays and shit. So as an offensive guy, as the quarterback, you are inspired by that. You are like, okay, we trying to, and it's good that Caleb got his guy young because it took John forever to get his.
But that's what
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
something a lot of people allude to actually.
For real, because he had him. The
But
only motherfucker
all
who could
that
stop
matters-
John no way from motherfucking scoring was Dan Reeves. The same way Dean Smith was the only motherfucker that could hold Michael Jordan under 30. It's only because I'm trying to tell you, if you just let these guys loose, what they naturally able to do is, you know what I'm saying, more than what these coaches, you know what I'm saying, what they create.
You already know what Johnson did. What should he have done early in his career?
Trade yourself.
Motherfucking self.
Trade
man.
yourself.
That's how we end every episode, man. With episode we like to call Trade Yourself. Now it's basically a nice way of telling somebody F you. It could be, you know what I'm saying, your wife, your cousin, your husband. Somebody is 2026, man. We ain't got to cuss nobody out no more. But you just look at them dead in the face and say, you, sir, ma'am, you need to trade your damn self. They acting a fool. Now, we normally try to keep it with sports figures, Brett Favre, the welfare queen, Mike Malone, Denver Nuggets, former head coach. But this week, Bills, we need to trade themselves.
Oh, man. Trump, man. I mean, what the fuck? These damn files. Man, this is the most ridiculous shit ever. No wonder they didn't want these files and this bullshit to get out. All types of shit just coming out. Is this AI? We got Trump out here yelling at motherfuckers talking about he gonna expose everybody if he get caught and all types of shit just surfaces. So you mean to tell me they were sticking fingers up 13, 14-year-old little girls to see how tight the pussies were, raping people, killing motherfucking kids. Man, I heard the motherfucking dude, the lifestyles of the rich and famous. What's that, Robin Leach or whatever?
Yeah, Robin Leach.
I heard he was seen choking a kid to death after he even came with some shit or something.
Hey,
I heard so much motherfucking shit that it's like was in these files, and this is still, of course, not all of it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
This
shit
wild,
is crazy,
bro. That's wild.
There's a whole bunch of shit going on with that.
That's wild, bro. Trade yourself, man.
Definitely.
To the penitentiary.
I mean, for real.
Bills. Excuse me. Who did trade themselves this week?
Who need to trade themselves this week? Let's keep it honest to be on top of everybody. Giannis, nigga. Get your ass out of Milwaukee, nigga. Do whatever it is you got to do to get out. You sitting here and being so passive about, being whatever. Man, they fucking off your career. Listen, you on the back end of your prime, my nigga. And I hate to be this because I really like Giannis. But you on the back end of your motherfucking prime. Go find you a team and say you want to fucking go there and demand some shit, nigga. You hold enough star power. No, I'm just saying you hold enough star power to demand something.
That's a fact, though.
You are a championship. You are a star. You are a top 10 star in the league, nigga.
Though.
Like
his character ain't like that, though.
That's what I'm. Buck some character though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Trade yourself. Get some character. Listen, I demand to fucking go here. Trade me here. Get some. You being so passive and shit. You just cool. You was like in daddy mode with the young babies at home playing. Oh, this is your carear, dog. It's your career.
The business side takes certain people back because
it has.
You know what I'm saying?
And what I'm saying is
a loyal person.
But listen, loyalty in nowadays sports will get you bit in the ass. Yeah. There is no loyalty in nowadays sport.
That's why we invented this segment.
They didn't want to pay D Wade. They didn't want to pay Kobe. They didn't want to pay Mike. All famous niggas they didn't want to fucking pay. You know what I'm saying? The only motherfucker who had the most friendliest player was Dirk because his coach, his GM, they stuck by him. They didn't give a fuck. They gave him everything he wanted. Not in a bad tip. He earned it. You know what I'm saying? But they stuck with him. All these niggas had to fight for their shit, nigga. All I'm saying is, be honest, Start speaking about your contract, your life, your livelihood, your career, your legacy. Start speaking upon us a little bit. You're being way passive about it because you ain't trying to find you a destination, say you want to go somewhere and go there. That's all it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You have enough star power to pull that. You watch other guys go out here and say that shit. Other motherfuckers with the same or lesser star power than you. You watch LeBron damn near finger point every fucking place he wanted to fucking go. You tell me you not as good or doing as what he can do. I'm saying you up there. You getting up there. You not LeBron, but he not LeBron. But I'm saying you got star power, dog. Use that shit, man. Use a great. At the end of the day, you a great.
We'll see. We will see. We will see. He's definitely if you're gonna trade him, man. For me, it gotta be without question, Nicki Minaj, man. She need to trade herself. We'll never say Nicki Minaj cannot rap. She definitely can rap.
Fuck that. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, man.
The rap. It's the rap for me. And that's what you
bro,
rap for her.
Nicki can absolutely spit. I'm not gonna say and say she can't spit. But yeah, man, I think what she's doing is like I say, people show you who they are, believe them. So I feel like for her, respectfully, trade yourself. There's really no words. I'm not going down on it too much, but yeah, man, it's all weird. It all seems like it's for show.
What's going ugly? You going to start putting some more people on this list in these next 3 years? I'm just. This is what I'm saying. This what we was discussing earlier is I'm not surprised. And I'm not, and you shouldn't be most surprised. What's going to be the most surprise is the ones we're going to start hearing in year 2 and year 4. That's what we're going to start hearing the most surprise. I'll tell you, absolutely. When things need to make a little change and certain places might be changing up a little bit. This is when we're going to see the what I call maximum coonery.
Tell you stupid as hell.
That's maximum coonery.
Speaking about that, we're actually going to have to give a shout out. Press break, man. In the La Crosse, Wisconsin area.
That's a crazy segue.
Hey, that wasn't a crazy segue.
Love you, support the nigga.
But if you're looking for some good food, man, some good Chicago food, check out Press Break, La Crosse Trail, Monterey and Rose. La Crosse, Wisconsin on Monterey and Rose. And then, of course, man, it's tax time, man. Go spend some of that money. Jackson Plaza, man. If you're looking for some fresh throwbacks, fresh retros, clothing, check out our brother Focus at A Breath of Fresh. He also does shoe restoration if the taxes ain't hit yet, but you still want to go out and look clean. Get them cleaned up, man. Then also Fifi King, JV, The Closet. Check them out, man. More retro. Shop locally, shop black owned, shop right here in La Crosse. Also, but if you are in the Winona area, check out our brother Captain Kush, aka Marcus Webb. Phenomenal artist. If you're looking for some apparel, he also does custom work. Check him out. And then if you're in the Winona area, Tins have great Philly sandwiches, Philly cheesesteak, the chicken Phillies, all that good stuff. Then of course, Win City in Rochester, more Chicago food. Check that brother out. Support him. We appreciate all the love. Excuse me. Of course, being here in Wisconsin, we are right next to Minnesota. We have a little thing right here. Actually, it's called about how to report ICE and how to keep neighbors safe. It's actually a Wisconsin edition. So if you can actually go look up, it spells out salute. So go check them out. They actually have a number. You can check them out. I don't have a website right now. We'll have more information next week. I'm going to go in and see if I can actually find a website or maybe something you can go to. But there is a number, 1-800-427-0213. It'll also give you some more information, but it's just simply about how to help. It's basically just about informing each other, and it's just about people and knowing their rights when it comes to ICE and the whole immigrant thing. I grew up with a lot of friends that I'm pretty sure parents weren't necessarily legal. I'm a big judge. My dad raised me to judge people off their character, not necessarily off the color of their skin. And I think we need a lot more of that. We need a lot more empathy because 2024, people that look like me will not be the minority anymore. So I think there's just something to keep in mind, man. But treat people fairly, man. It's not cool to racially profile anybody. And like I say, I'm not going to expound on it too much, but yeah, man. But check that number out. And we're just gonna keep it at that. But y'all got anything to say, man?
Hey man, no too much to it, man. Old Headz, check us out.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's your boy Hendo G, aka French Loaf, aka the man that be spoken our stuff. All the stuff.
Yes, sir.
All the stuff.
Next week, episode 181. Your co-host Omar, aka Millie, aka Dude, aka Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Follow us on YouTube under C Hendo, CEEHENDO, as well as Old Head Sports Entertainment Podcast. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be dusty. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We out here. Giddy.
We got that big ass bottle of yak over there.
Me paperweight.
What you going?
Oh, paperweight.
Going on? That's all that is. Little
Yeah,
paperweight.
man, that's for sure, dog.
Shit.
You know how that is, man.
Look heavyweight.
You the type of nigga, hurry up, drink your water so you can pour something in here last nigga. Like, man, go put it here. Put a line on here.